Well, hello everyone. Thank you all for sending out your condolences. We are thankful for all the prayer requests that everybody sent up from the Antoine family. I want you guys to know that we truly appreciate each and every one and we love you. I do want to share a story with you. It's about my mother. As you know, my mother passed away, but as children, myself, my sister, and my brother, we grew up watching our mom walk through the door every day after a hard day's work, wearing her uniform and her badge, carrying her gun and her nightstick. And we were really impressed by that, but she never shared with us the things that she dealt with at her job. So therefore, we never bothered to ask her about her job. Well, we know just a few months ago, the hurricane hit our hometown and my mother was displaced, so she came to live with me for about 6 weeks. Well, about 2 weeks into living with me, my mother asked me if we could go back to Lake Charles so she could check on her house that was damaged by the storm. I said, sure, Mom. So we were traveling from San Antonio back to Lake Charles. We stopped around the Houston area to have lunch. We went to Cracker Barrel. We checked in, and they told us it would be about 20 minutes. So my mom and myself, we went outside and we sat in the rocking chairs. While we were sitting there, I said, Mom, do you have any interesting stories that you could tell me about your time in serving on the police force? She said, yes, I do have a few stories. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and share this one with you. She said there was a time when she was on patrol. She got a call about a domestic situation. She went to the home, knocked on the door. The parents came to the door and said that they had an adult son who was no longer living with them, but he was there at the house at the time and he was causing problems and they wanted him to leave, but he would not leave. So my mother said, okay, where is he? So they pointed and said, he's in the back there around the corner. So my mother started walking toward him and she could see a rather large man who was very muscular sitting in the chair. And she thought to herself, I hope this guy's not going to be a problem. So she goes up to the man, she asked him what's going on. He told his side of the story. And after he was done, she said, well, okay, well, your parents do want you to leave, so I'm going to need you to go ahead and leave right now. And he said that he wasn't going anywhere. So my mother said to him, well, if you don't leave, then I'm going to be forced to put you under arrest. He said, you're not going to arrest anybody. She grabbed her brick, which is that radio that you carry back in the day, and she radioed in for backup, and she put her brick back on her side. She told the man, sir, please stand up. You are under arrest. Well, he stood up quickly, and he pushed her, and she fell, but she was able to grab her nightstick, and she said she just swung the stick, and it happened to catch the man in the knee. The man began to fall, and he hit the ground and said, you broke my leg, you broke my leg. My mother said she jumped up and held her nightstick like she was ready to swing it again, and she said to the man, if you move, I'm going to hit you in the other leg. Well, at that point, his parents came running in there, and they were like, why did you hit him? You broke his leg. Why did you hit him? My mother says she told them, well, it's because he assaulted a police officer and he's resisting arrest. And they said to her, well, you didn't have to hit him. She said, look, he's going to jail, and if you keep talking, you're going to jail with him. Keep in mind now, my mom is 5'6", and at the time she weighed about 120, maybe 130 pounds. At that time, her backup finally showed up. They radioed in for paramedics because the man's leg was busted by the nightstick. And I want you to understand that nightstick back in the day is not like the extendable baton that they carry today. This was made of steel. So it was a big heavy duty L-shaped nightstick that could really inflict some harm on a person. So they decided to take him obviously to the hospital to tend to his busted leg. And then at that point, they hauled him off to jail and he was arrested for assaulting a police officer and resisting arrest. So when my mom got through telling me that story, I was like, that is a very interesting story. That is something like straight off of Cops or Live PD. My mom has more stories, and if I can remember some of them or get some more stories from my brother, I'll be more than happy to share it with you. All right, have a blessed day.